Yo, what is up guys, Guido here, back again with another mini bike video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install Go Power Sports Stage 1 carburetor jets in your mini bike carburetor. So let's just get straight into this video. So now this video is pretty much going to work on, all mini bikes that are 196 and above, because they pretty much have the same exact motor design and pretty much use the same exact carburetor. Now this carburetor right here is actually off of a Predator 212 Hemi, but it's, like I said, the exact same with the non-Hemi, all the other motors. So this video will be very similar, if not identical, to your scenario on what you have. But the main reason to install a Stage 1 jet is if you're doing the Stage 1 kit on your mini bike, where you're installing like the exhaust pipe, the intake, you're going to need to do another jet, because if you don't, your mini bike's not going to want to run and it's not going to want to start. And also, if you just do just an exhaust or just an intake, your mini bike's not going to want to run either, because it's going to be either running way too rich where there's too much gas, or way too lean where there's not enough gas and it's mainly air. And that's mainly what happens if you have, a full system like with the intake and the exhaust and stuff, and you don't have the correct jetting where it's not getting enough fuel. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install that in your carb. So let's just get straight into the video. So now the tools that you are going to need to do this job is, first of all, I obviously have the carb, off the mini bike, off the motor, whatever. You guys don't have to. I'm just doing it for filming purposes, just so I can get better angles and better lighting and stuff. But you're going to need a 10mm wrench to go and remove the bolt on the bottom of the carburetor. Now you can use, a 1/4 inch, ratchet with a 10mm socket, 10mm ratcheting wrench. I'm just going to be using a regular 10mm wrench, and like I said, just remove that bolt and your bowl will come straight off. Anyways, you're obviously going to need your Stage 1 jet. This video is also going to work for, like I said, if you're replacing the jets, or you could also upgrade, to a Stage 2 jet, Stage 3 jet, Stage 4 jet. They're bigger holes. You could also go and drill your jet to make the hole bigger. Anyways, this video will basically just show you guys how to remove your jet, and to do that, you are going to need a small screwdriver, or, a screwdriver with a really small head, so it will actually go and grip onto the first jet and twist it out of its hole. So as you see, what you're going to do, you're just going to get your 10mm wrench, get it on there, and just loosen this bolt right here that's actually holding the bowl on the carburetor off. Just like that. Now yours is probably going to have gas in it, so be prepared to go and shut off your gas valve so it won't leak, and also be prepared to, empty the gas so it's not going to, go and drip everywhere. Now what you're going to do once your bowl and your bolt is off, you're just going to go and get your screwdriver right here with the really small head, and you're going to stick it up in there and wait for it to click just like that is. And then you're just going to go and twist it just like this, and you're going to loosen the jet that's in there so you can install your new one. So now what you do once you get the jet actually out of the mini bike carb, as you see, it'll come out just like this. And then the actual jet right here. Let me see if I can... Just like that, so it goes straight up just like that into the mini bike carb, just like that. And you can't really tell on camera, but this hole that's in there is pretty small. And then when you compare it to the actual upgraded one, you can't really see, but the hole in this one is much bigger. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to go and grab your upgraded one, and you're just going to go drop this down in there, just like that. And then you're going to go and drop this down in there. Just like that, and then you're just going to go and screw it down. So now as you see, with both the jets placed in there correctly, you're just going to want to go and screw it down. And once it gets tight just like this, you want to just go and just do just like that. Don't over tighten this, because you're either going to go and strip the actual housing where the jet screws into. So once that's in there, make sure it's fully seated, make sure it clears the little jet hole right there, and once everything is all completely seated in there, you just have to go and install your bowl back on. So now as you see, you just take your bowl, and as you see how there's like another bolt hole right here where you can go and drain the gas and stuff. It doesn't matter how you have that on, what orientation. And then what you do, you just take your bolt right here, screw it on. And like I said, it doesn't matter the orientation of the bowl. You're just going to screw that on just like that. Get your 10mm wrench, grab it on there, and just tighten that down. And once your Stage 1 jet is installed, your carb is literally done. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a rather simple upgrade and a rather simple video. And like I said, once you have your jet completely in there, you're just going to want to go and install this back on the mini bike, or also if you didn't even have to take it off, because like I said in the beginning, you don't have to take it off. I just did it for filming purposes. But yeah, now you have your stage 1 jet in there. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Any comments on where to get the jet, any of that, please comment them down below. And with that said, peace!